Bobbers, you gonna get in the video? You gonna get in the video? YouTube, it's your boy Al, representing the Heavy Hitter Bully Crew. I'm back for another lit video for you guys. You know the energy is real. So in this video, we're gonna be going over my 5 tips when dealing with an American Bully puppy. You wanna be able to get your dog to behave? Well, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you what I did with Ghost and just give you my top 5 things when it comes to dealing with a new puppy. We hope you enjoy the video. We truly hope that this is able to help you. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Become part of the Heavy Hitter Bully Crew family. We truly appreciate it. And let's get into this video. So to start off the video, my first important tip to all of you would be to establish a basic level of obedience first. Now, why do I say this? It's because a lot of the things I'm going to tell you after this are all going to start with basic obedience. So it's very imperative and it's important that you start establishing that bond with your dog right away so that they know who the pack leader is and that they could grow trust in you. So the basics: sit, stay, hear, and paw, and lay. That's all you need to teach them early on. So my number 2 most important tip to all of you is to establish a bond with your dog. It is very important that when you first bring them home, that they understand what kind of an owner you're gonna be, what kind of a handler you're gonna be. Are you gonna be very, very laid back, or are you gonna be more structured based? There's a lot of ways to get to your main goal. So it was big that Ghost was able to have his fun with me. He saw how much love I was giving him. So just by the way it all turned out, he ended up turning out to be a best friend to me, and I ended up becoming a best friend to him. So everything we did at that point then became us just being brothers or best friends and having that kind of bond and just escalating to where it's at today. So that took time and that took consistency. So one of my main tips is establish your dog on a routine. It is most important that when you get a new American Bully puppy or any puppy in general, that you introduce them to your lifestyle and you base your lifestyle around that dog. So if you're a morning person or if your job is early in the morning, you have to be up even earlier to make sure you get some work in with your dog. It is most important that they become acclimated to your schedule, especially early off. Now, I would say that especially when you get them really, really young, you really want them to understand, all right, when I get up in the morning and when my owner gets up, my handler gets up, we're going outside. So this will help reduce the accidents of where they're staying, and it really helps them become acclimated because dogs function best when they are in a structured environment. So as you can tell right now, it's early in the morning. Now I'm at a point with Ghost where on the weekends I could sleep in a little bit and we could go out for our walk because he's so adjusted to our day. So as you can tell, he's ready to go. Shut Babish. Sit. He knows not to cross this entry, which is going to lead it to our next tip. So I forgot to add this in the original clip, and I'm going to give you a more extensive view as to how my day breakdown used to be. I used to get up at 5:30 in the morning, bring Ghost outside. So now we were working on potty training, right? I was subconsciously programming him to use the bathroom outside so we could teach him, well, that's a good job, at giving him super high praise because that was the behavior we wanted. Now from there, I would work on everything else, introducing him to the leash and collar. Now at this point, Ghost wasn't a fan of having a collar around him and walking on a leash, but we used to let him get used to it, let him run around in it so he could grow comfortable with having that on his body. Now from there, I used to work on all obedience stuff, and from there, when it was all said and done, I would give him a half-hour break, bring him inside. I would leave him in the crate for half hour because I was slowly building him to grow comfortable in his crate. I would go work out, and then from there, once the half hour was done, half hour to 40 minutes, from there I would feed him. Now, our breakdown would be from 6:40 to 7:40. He would eat, chill, go back upstairs, hang out with his mother, because obviously we were in quarantine, so his mother was allowed to be home the whole time. So from there, once we got to 7:40, bring him upstairs. He would go to sleep for X amount of time. Then when he got up, because at the time my work schedule was a hybrid schedule, from there when he got up, we would play tug of war, do some more obedience work for about maybe an hour. Then from there, I would take him outside, bring him back inside, then he would take another nap. Then at 12 o'clock, we would give him water, whatever it was that we were doing, play more tug of war. And then from there, it was just repeat all the way up until 4:30, 5 o'clock, because that's usually when I got out of work and when I got home. From there at 5 o'clock, that's when we would start going outside, doing more obedient stuff, playing a lot more. and just running outside to get his exercise in. Our days used to be broken down specifically like that to the T, where I used to get home and then at 6 o'clock we would feed him. Then from there we would hang out with the family, and by 8:30, 9 o'clock we were going upstairs for nighttime. He got so in tune with this program that maybe by week 2 he was going up to the stairs by his own self to go to sleep. It used to be hilarious to see. So we just got in from our morning walk. You know the saying, if you didn't document it, it didn't happen. So we got just a little bit over a mile, nothing crazy. So this leads us into my next tip for this video. You have to put your dog in a structured environment. So what is the structured environment I'm talking about? It's basically in order for your dog to do a certain thing. So let's say, for example, right now, Ghost just got in from his walk. He wants to drink water. Sit! Oh boy. I give him a command. And obviously, as you can tell, I got the water set up right there. Now, in order for him to get that water, he's on me. You understand? Go drink water. Good boy. You want to be able to help grow that pack leadership where your dog respects you as the alpha, as their leader, where they grow trust in you. So I applied this method to a lot of things, daily functions, so my dog could get used to the system and structure that I wanted for him. So for example, if we were going down those stairs, I would have him sit every morning, give me paw, give me kisses. Then I would say, Blots, have him lay down. Once I walk down these stairs, then I would say, break. And he'll come downstairs, he'll be right next to me. It's the little things that really help develop that leadership with your dog, where they respect you, where they become very well behaved, because at the end of the day, it's about developing trust with your dog and your dog developing trust in you. Now, let's say, for example, I'm going through a door. This was the first one I taught Ghost. Anytime we went through a door, he had to sit right by me, stay right next to me. When I opened the door, he stood right there, and then I would say, let's go outside. And that's when we would walk off. This method I applied to multiple things. Now, I said this in one of my leash discipline videos when I used to go right by the door. Make sure that he sits right by me, he respects that boundary, and when I step off, that's when he steps off. That's how you start establishing that pack leadership and them realizing that you're the alpha and you're number one in the house. So let's get into the next important tip. So we're gonna end off this video with my number one most important tip to all of you new American Bully owners or puppy owners. It is very imperative and it's so important that you establish that pack leadership with your dog at a very young age. All of the tips that I've laid for you in this video are foundational pieces that help build the foundation for your dog to grow trust in you as their leader and for them to respect you as being number one in the household. When a dog does whatever the hell it is that they want, like going outside, running outside as soon as you open the door, running off on you while you're walking them, pulling you while they're on the leash, or doing whatever the hell it is that they want around the house, it is because that they don't trust you as their pack leader. And my number one tip is to leave your dog and your puppy on the leash at all times, especially around the house. This being, if your dog performs a behavior that you don't want, you as the leader, you give them a quick correction on that leash, you give them a firm no, which is negative reinforcement, and hopefully your dog learns from that behavior. But your dog will only learn from that behavior if they have grown trust in you and they believe in you as being their pack leader. That is why you have to have the negative reinforcement and the positive reinforcement. When they do something good, it is important that you reward them at all times. You give them super high praise. So what you're doing now is you're laying the foundation for them to understand what good behavior is and what bad behavior is. But it is most important for you as the pack leader to remain consistent with showing them this. So that wraps up the video, everybody. I hope that this video was extremely informative and helped you all in developing a foundation with your puppy so that you two can enjoy the same kind of bond and relationship that Ghost and I share. I changed things up this go around. I decided to record this video in multiple times of the day, different days, so that all of you could just get a change of scenery, different from me just standing in my kitchen where the lighting is best to record a video. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check off that bell notification icon and become part of the Heavy Hitter Bully Crew family. We truly appreciate it. Stay blessed, Bully fam. We're up and out of here.